Hey, my lovelies. I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this Wednesday's Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you were drawn to card number 1, we're going into the energies of surrender negative thinking. And it just sort of says here, you have control over your thoughts when negative thoughts surface. Say thank you for your sharing. Say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Now, I say quite a lot to people that, the mind is like a huge, big sort of magnet, and what we think, we attract, and in return, that creates our physical reality. So if we're feeling rubbish, if we're feeling kind of crappy, if we're feeling like things are a bit heavy or a bit doom and gloom, we're actually inviting more of that energy into our life, and we know we're doing it quite often. So it's finding a way to sort of redirect the way where the sort of energy goes before we're triggered by something, because when we're triggered by something, this is often when the negativity kind of comes in. So even if you don't feel, if you can only growling, by the way, speaking of negativity, my dog is in a really pissy mood today. I don't know what's up with him. And let him crack on with it. But yes, typical Jack Russell thing, isn't it? But anyway, back to the card. Yeah, so it's kind of like mind over matter. So even if you don't feel positive, you could be having the worst day from hell, but if you can still send that positive sort of vibration out there, because you will start to attract something of better quality, a better type of experience than perhaps what maybe is happening if you're in this cycle of negativity. A lot of people I'm talking to at the moment, they're sort of feeling like they're in this setup of, oh, same shit, different day. And for some people, maybe that is the situation. But for a lot of people, particularly as like a reader, you get to see things from the outside looking in, and you often see that there's so much magic, there are so many blessings that people are just overlooking because they're consumed in one piece of their story or one piece of their journey that maybe isn't quite going to plan at this moment in time. And I suppose don't let, one bad apple completely ruin the whole apple cart. Still look at the blessings, still look at all the great stuff that you do have going on in your life, because it is there if you look deep enough. It does exist within all of us, but sometimes we're so quick to sort of focus on this kind of victim mentality, and it's not always being done consciously, but sometimes it's easier to stay stuck as a victim than to better someone's sort of story. And really with this, you're being encouraged to better your story. If you don't like the page that you're on in your personal storybook of life, change it for something better. It doesn't have to be necessarily as bad as you're buying into or believing it to be. So I hope you can make sense of this card if you've been drawn to card number 1. Now then, as we're moving into card number 2, we're going into surrender to the magic of who you are. And it just sort of says here at the bottom, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. I love this card, and I think again, similar message like with this one. I think where some people are getting so caught up in this one, this energy is sometimes getting like a little bit blocked or a little bit hindered. Communication, the way that we communicate with ourselves, the way that we value, the way that we see ourselves. I always think of this energy as like the Lovers card in the tarot. And some people are so desperate, they're on this journey, they're on this quest to sort of find a partner, somebody they can sort of be with. And very often, through that sort of quest of finding another person, they don't actually know who they are. And to me, this card is about really, really embracing and going deep and celebrating and really being at peace with the essence, the magic that resides within you. I've had it said to me recently, oh, wouldn't you, in an ideal world, change being gay if you could? I absolutely love being a gay man, and I would never change that for any sort of anything. And it was interesting that somebody felt that to be a real weakness, whereas I see it as a piece of my magic. It's absolutely not everything about who I am, but it's a strand, if you like, or a thread of my essence. So all these different threads that we sort of hold and carry, celebrate them, be at peace with them, honor them, because when you sort of realize and see the beauty, the magic, when you find that love and value for yourself, your whole world can change quite quickly, quite rapidly, because the connection, the communications that you have with yourself, they spill over to the external world. So it isn't always just you seeing yourself in a magical and a beautiful light and celebrating that uniqueness. It also rubs off on other people, and they start to sort of see that as well. So if you've been feeling a little bit undervalued by people or not being seen in your own rights, look at that a little bit deeper and think, what's the connection? Where's the energy that you're actually holding for yourself? Because how can people buy into you or believe in you if you don't always believe in who you are? It definitely has to start from within, and then the essence spills over externally to others around us. Now then, finally, if you've been drawn to card number 3, we're going into the energy of surrender worry. And it just says here at the bottom, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. And I really do believe this. I think when we really surrender, and it is about truly surrendering over to Spirit, essentially, a lot of things can be kind of overcome. A lot of things are not actually as bad as they sort of feel. I always remember I did jury service last year, and I was really, really scared. I was really, really nervous. I was full of anxiety. There were so many things that I was cautious about with that. You know, the drive down. I'm not a confident driver. I didn't really want to have to drive down. The setup, the arrangement, making sure that Oscar was okay and had cover, that we got someone to come in and look after him and everything. Then the actual meeting of other people, because give me, what I find quite interesting, give me a stage, and because I'm serving Spirit, I can do that easily because I'm serving Spirit. The energy is coming from them. They're orchestrating stuff. But when I'm in a room full of people and I have to be me, that's really scary. And then obviously having to sit in front of a jewellery and everything else. So that was a massive thing for me. I was petrified. But actually, when it was all said and done, by the end of the week, I was like, I really enjoyed that. And I actually wanted to almost do it another time or do it again. So sometimes the things that we feel are scary or are quite worrying or quite concerning, they might be quite fearful in the build up and the lead up to that. But actually when we go through it, it usually actually isn't half as bad as we've built it up to be. So, the worry may be there, but like it says, don't live in anxiety, don't live, in this sort of space where you're living on your nerves, because it's not healthy. As I hold this card, there's a real vibration coming through this of just wanting to welcome and allow peace into your world. And sometimes to do that, we have to strip things right back to its bare bone basics. So whatever perhaps isn't giving you peace, look at this, look at that, and action those things. If you know that there are people in your life that are not working and not serving you, be brave enough to sort of let them go with love. There may be other types of situation or circumstance of things you're buying into, or repetition of the thoughts and feelings of your mind maybe that you're revisiting. And of course, heal from stuff, but don't live in the traumas, the anxieties, the fears, the worries of stuff. Because we can worry about things till we're blue in the face, but those things will still happen the way that they're going to be orchestrated to happen. So, an interesting one if you've been drawn to this. So a core set of cards this week. I hope you can make sense of their messages. I'm going to leave them with you. Look after yourselves. Have a beautiful week ahead of what's left of it. I'm going to be over in Hungerford on Saturday. So I'm really excited, really looking forward to seeing some people over in Hungerford. I believe that is now sold out. So thank you very much. I really do feel the love when I go over there. And just a reminder that the week after, the Saturday after, 29th of June, you can catch me over in Ilminster at the Warehouse Theatre, where I will be doing the next date of my Spirit Magic tour. Very excited to be doing a night of mediumship for Spirit. I think it's going to be fantastic. I did it last year and it was a beautiful evening, so I'm really, really excited to sort of demo there again. So for those coming along, I will see you there. but there's still time to get some tickets if you would like to. So have a cool one, look after yourselves, and I will catch up with you very soon. Take care, bye for now.